Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. I just did an amazing read, and I've never done this before. I forgot to hit record, but it's such a good read. I just hope that you believe me. And if you don't, well, wait for the next video. Okay, so I asked the cards, is this the end of the line? Is this the beginning of the end of Harry and Meghan and the royal family? And I'm going to try and recreate this for you. The first five: King of Coins, Two of Swords, the Hermit, the Victory card, Six of Wands, and then the Page of Coins. So what I was saying is that, yes, this is definitely Harry. He's also the King of Coins, but this is showing that he's looking back. The decision has been made. Here, the Two of Swords in reverse. That means there's no more choices. They had two choices. They made a choice, and the choice has been made, and the other choice is forgotten forever. So here is the Hermit looking at the King of Coins, looking back and going, I have now forevermore lost my chance to be King of Coins, and I will forever be the Page of Coins. So here's this small victory that Harry had, that they took them off the website, and then they put them back up. And obviously it was pictures that Harry and Meghan approved of, but it's very little about them. And they reiterate that they are no longer working members of the royal family. And they even put 3 references down at the bottom. So there was a small victory for Harry, but now he's relegated to Page of Coins. He has fallen from king to page. You can't go lower than Page of Coins when it comes to the court cards. So he's gone from eventually being the King of Coins. He's not the King of Coins right now. He's too young to be the King of Coins, plus he hasn't been successful at anything. Eventually, my King of Coins, they have to be at least 50 years old. Otherwise, they're generally knights or queens of coins until then. And there he is. He's looking back on being the King of Coins, and he is relegated down to Page of Coins. All they've got is one small page. Sometimes the cards can be very literal, and just a little bit of information about them, tiny little bit. I wanted to say, did you notice there's no children on their page? Even though Archie and Lily are mentioned in the top sentence, there's no pictures of them. There's nothing else about them on that page. Yeah. So he knows that there's no turning back. So I asked the cards, is this the beginning of the end of the Flopples merging off the royal family? And 100%. And I think Harry now knows what he has done. I think he always thought he had a door in somehow, that, my dad would never do that, or the palace would never do that. He didn't count on making William very, very angry. Very angry. And as I've read many times, that William is, he's gunning for them. He's gunning for them. And I think this is the first shot fired. And then the next 3 were the Empress, the 3 of Coins, and the 5 of Cups. So this is showing me that, yes, Harry was working probably with the palace. And the Empress here in reverse this is the agreement that they made with the late Queen. As I've said many times, and if you're new here, the Empress card is Queen Elizabeth or Catherine. This is not Camilla. She is not the Empress. She is not the mother of the next in line. So the next Empress we have will be Catherine. So here is, so Harry may have thought they had an out with that Sandringham agreement. Maybe he thought once the Queen passes, he had some wiggle room. This is showing, no, once the Queen passes, there is no wiggle room. There is no choices. There is nothing you can do. That agreement stands. There's not even a discussion about it. And here he is working with the palace, I think, to get some small victory of them being on the royal page as royal family. And it's interesting now, he can I think there's something that thinks in his mind, at least there's some hope. I'm still a little bit of part of the family, but he's been relegated to one small page. He's fallen. This is Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And there he is. He's gone from King of Coins down to Page of Coins. And then we had Temperance. So I was saying somebody had a temper tantrum, and then we had Knight of Coins. Honestly, I hope you're believing me. This is how they came out. This is such a great read. I thought I've never done this before. And sometimes life happens. And I was going to redo the read, and the card said, no, just go with it. So I am. Somebody had a temper tantrum, and here's the Knight of Coins. And this is Harry. This is Harry. Look at, he's showing up here. And here he is, the Knight of Coins, having his temper tantrum. He's lost. He's lost. He's not moving forward. He's not going anywhere. He's lost money. He's lost. I think he's wondering, what am I losing next? Maybe this is the first step to the next step. Because I did ask the cards, is this the beginning of the end? And yeah, it is. Because then the next card was the Eight of Wands. That means that what is on there right now stands. They will never be working royals, ever, 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 ever. There's no going forward from this. There's only standing still or going back. So there's no going forward, meaning like there's no negotiations, there's no communications at all. There's no communications. So this is in reverse. Then the next one were the Star, the Queen of Coins, the Tower, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So this was telling me that this was precipitated by what they did to Catherine, and about how they're interfering with her healing. And because Catherine is the Queen of Coins as a Capricorn, here is, and the Queen of Coins is the next one to become the Empress. The Queen of Coins is the top of the queens, and the Queen of Coins is always the one who becomes the Empress next. So that's also why Catherine is the Queen of Coins. And what they did to Catherine while she was healing in her sickbed is betrayal and unforgivable. This will never be forgiven. They must have evidence. They must have hard and fast evidence that it was these two slimy, lower than snake boobies people who did this. Because I think this was shots fired. So next that came up was Five of Swords, Two of Coins, the Hanged Man, 10 of Swords, and the Magician. And so they're saying, you just go ahead and try and merch. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you. Go ahead with your plans to merch, and it will be the end of you. And I don't care how you spin it. It will be the absolute ruin of you. There's no turning back now. They're going to be watched like a hawk. And I read that in the other reading as well. And then we had the Knight of Wands, and I realized that I wasn't recording. And I was saying that my Knight of Wands is now Megan to me. She is not a queen. And even though the queen in reverse can be gossipy and backstabbing and disloyal and just a really horrible person, like Megan can be. Well, that's what my sources are telling me. I believe she acts so childish that she doesn't deserve to be called queen. And I don't care how old she is. To me, she is a knight. Also, I've done some readings on her. It's questionable about, is she a boy? I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. I don't know. But I find her very more masculine, and she's certainly not the King of Wands. Not even in reverse, who's a bully. She's my Knight of Wands, because also the Knight of Wands is wham bam, thank you, ma'am. They're constantly changing their mind. They come in, they get what they want. Mind you, though, the Knight of Wands are great helpers. You need somebody to move. You phone your Knight of Wands friends and he'll help you move when he's upright. I mean, you want to go to a party, you ask your Knight of Wands friends, where's the party? And you go and have a great time. They have a great that way and they're kind of networkers that way. They're great to go on holidays with. They love to have a lot of fun on holidays. And you think about how Megan jumps from Soho House to Soho House to Soho House, and she's always been traveling quite a bit. That's why she's my Knight of Wands. But in reverse, this is somebody who it's all about them. It's all about them. They are very childish. They're very selfish. They're very spoiled. They have no empathy for other people. Not as bad as King of Swords in reverse, but this Knight of Wands, this is her, and she's in reverse here. Six of Swords, they aren't going anywhere. Eight of Swords, they're being released. They're being released. Eight of Coins and King of Swords and the Hierophant. Here's my William. And as I've said, William is my King of Swords. And this even, you think about it, if you took the hair off of there, that looks like William. And he's my King of Swords. I know for people who are faithful viewers, you're probably sick of hearing this, but I've had over 2,000 new subscribers in the last week. So bear with me as I explain myself. Otherwise, I get a lot of comments. He's the King of Cups. He's a Cancer. No, so we have so many King of Cups in the royal family. We have not only Charles and William, we also have Andrew and Edward. As King of Cups. Also, one of the York girls is married to a Scorpio as well. So that's why I've told my cards that William is King of Swords. He's exactly on the cusp. And depending what time zone you're in, he would be Gemini or Cancer or Cancerian. And he does wield a big sword. Also, that echoes a little bit what Northview was reading, that with his King Arthur vibes and the sword. So this is telling me that this is William is working on setting these two free, that they can never work. And as I've said, as I've read, William is coming for her. I got to edit that out, gunning for her. And this is the royal family here, the Hierophant. Look at them. Look at this card looking at William going, what are you going to do next? And he's like, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on setting these people free, and in a way that they can't come back, and in a way that they are done. William is spearheading this. The King of Cups or the Emperor didn't show up. This isn't Charles. This isn't Charles. And this is between mostly Harry and the palace. We only had one little inkling of the Wicked Witch of the West here, Knight of Wands in reverse. I think she's running scared. What's going to happen next? They dropped from a king to a page. And it was Harry's last minute attempt here to even get that page. So he's gone from, it's very, very clear. He's just a messenger now, just writes books and goes on Netflix, and that's all. They're stopping her though. William he's going to be masterful at it as well. Look at that sword on that mastery, 8 of Coins, working on it. I don't think he's stopped working on it ever since they hurt Catherine. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think William's gunning for them? Sorry about the unusual read, but please don't hold that against me. Please give it a like anyways. Thank you so much for your attention. I sure appreciate you. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.